8b is the second variety that we've been looking at in our work with logarithms. This time we have a log expression on each side, so we have two log expressions, so one on the left and one on the right. When we have a log expression on each side, what we've said, we've reasoned that if the log bases are the same, then the arguments must be the same, because we're finding the exponent raised 2 to get that argument. On the other side, we're going to find the exponent raised 2 to get this argument. And the only way that those exponents could be the same is if the arguments are the same. So we know that x squared plus 4x would have to be the same size as 6x plus 15 in order to get the exponent that we raised 2 to get those same arguments and get the same exponent. So in essence, what we do is we get rid of the log base 2's and we equate their arguments. This is a quadratic equation because of the x squared, so we want to get everything to one side, so we're going to subtract 6x, which is negative 2x. We're going to subtract the 15, and then we got to set equal to 0. My choice would be to factor this because there are factors of 15 that are 2 apart. It's x and x. We go plus and minus because of our negative sign on 15. We want a negative 5 and a positive 3 to get a negative 5, positive 3, or negative 2x. That's the big one that you check. Now we got to figure out what are the inputs that will create an output of 0. So to get an output of 0, I would have to put in a negative 3 for this value and a positive 5 for that value. So here are our probable or possible solutions. Again, with log equations, you got to plug them back in and make sure they're going to work. Be really suspicious of these negative ones. So I'm going to plug in the negative 3 into this expression, or either one doesn't make that much difference. But if I take 6 times the negative 3, it's a negative 18. A negative 18 plus 15 is a negative 3. And we do not take the log of negative numbers. Those are not defined. So because of that, I have to eliminate the negative 3. Then if you plug in the 5, does a 5 work? 5 squared is 25 plus a 20, that's fine, it's going to be positive. And 6 times 5 is 30 plus 15, that's positive. So our solution set for this one is just 5. So it's always important to check your solutions. Be really, really careful not to use negative ones. Test those. Be really scrutinizing with those.